Hey up! Don't worry, there's no need to adjust your screen. Watch. Hey Sorry about that. I was just having a bit of a practice with my gels. I do lighting as a hobby, and I use these to create different environments as well as different areas. For example, I'm an old photo, or I'm in a murky river. Hello. Or I'm underneath the deep blue sea with Ariel. Or how about this? Ready? I'm trapped in a slime. I'm trapped in murky alien slime, and I can't get out. Help me! Help me! See, with these gels in front of light, I can create any old environment. And talking of aliens, Stitch is currently looking for a job as well. Unlike mine though, he's thinking of going into the touring agency. Now, I don't think I'll be very good at touring. I don't know much about the world, to be honest. Well, apart from urban legends and stories, and I don't think anyone would be interested in my stories. But I think Stitch would make quite a good tour guide. Shall we find out? Hold on. Might get a bit scary. This story is a Lilo and Stitch story, and it's called Travelling at the Speed of Stitch. Stitch was bored. Everyone seemed to have somewhere to go and something to do during the day. But him. Lilo went to school. Nani went to work. And Jumbo and Pleckley headed off to serve beachgoers at their new snack stand, the Galactic Burger. I'd quite like a Galactic Burger. Actually, I think I've already tried one. Stitch decided he needed a job. He and Lilo looked through the newspaper, searching for a job just right for a small blue alien with a huge love for adventure. "Listen," said Lilo, pointing to an ad. "Wanted, tour guide. Must have an outgoing personality and lots of energy." That's you! The next morning, Stitch arrived at the tour agency, wearing his best Hawaiian shirt and a big smile. Since no one else had applied, Stitch got the job. "Aloha!" Stitch exclaimed when the holidaymakers arrived. He loaded them on the tour bus and pressed down on the accelerator as far as it would go. "Palm trees!" he yelled as the scenery passed by in a blur. "Pineapples!" he shouted as they drove through a fruit stand. Finally, the bus screeched to a stop at the beach. "Surfing!" Stitch announced, hurling his group onto surfboards and pushing them out to sea. After being battered by the waves, the tourists were eventually tossed back onto the beach. Stitch loaded them over to a barbecue pit. "Laurel!" he exclaimed. I think he means lunch. But instead of food, Stitch produced several flaming torches. Nani's friend, David, had taught Stitch how to juggle fire. The little alien was sure the holidaymakers would want to learn too. Thank goodness Stitch happened to bring along a fire extinguisher. The last stop on Stitch's tour was a 24-hour hula marathon. He gave his guests grass skirts and insisted they dance until they dropped as he played the ukulele. When they returned to the tour agency that night, the holidaymakers emerged from the bus, exhausted, battered, bruised, and confused. The first thing they saw was the sign on the front of the tour agency. Hawaii, The most relaxing place on earth. Well, unless, of course, your tour guide happens to come from a planet of Tour. Oh dear, I don't think Stitch did very well as a tour guide. Although, admittedly, I would have quite enjoyed going on that tour. Certainly would have been a nice change and a lovely difference. What do you think? No, I'm not sure either. Still, it would have been huge fun, I think. And different. I like different. Should we go swimming in the slime again? While we swim in the slime, why don't you have a little think of what tour you'd like to go to? Would it be a nice Christmas tour? A mystery tour? Or maybe a nice calming beach tour? I know which one I'd like to go on. An alien tour. See you around and have a good time. Bye for now.